3 months ago, your doctor warned you about your creatinine levels. You listened, you cut back on protein, avoided salt, and took every pill right on schedule. Yet here you are, the numbers keep climbing. And no one ever told you this. The rice you had for breakfast this morning could be silently overloading your kidneys with minerals they can't handle anymore. While you fret about meat and sodium, a single cup of the wrong rice can dump more phosphorus into your bloodstream than a fast food meal. That phosphorus doesn't just vanish, it builds up, hardening arteries, worsening kidney damage, and quietly undermining every medication you take. Shockingly, 3 types of rice found in almost every grocery store can push struggling kidneys past the point of no return. Meanwhile, 3 other types can reduce that mineral load by over 60%. The difference isn't subtle. It could mean the difference between your kidneys surviving or slowly shutting down over the next 5 years. One rice variety, long thought heart healthy, actually concentrates a compound that crystallizes in failing kidneys, a danger most doctors don't catch until dialysis becomes inevitable. And yet, the first rice that can actually help your kidneys isn't exotic or expensive. It's sitting on the shelf you pass by every week. Most people ignore it because health magazines labeled it empty decades ago. But those magazines never warn what happens when kidneys start failing and can no longer handle mineral overload. Rice to eat. Number 1, long grain white rice. When creatinine starts creeping up, long grain white rice can become your secret weapon. It's one of the best rice options for kidney patients, and for good reason. Each cooked cup has just 45 milligrams of phosphorus and 50 milligrams of potassium, tiny compared to the dangerous varieties we'll talk about soon. Mayo Clinic kidney specialists even recommend it as a foundation for renal-friendly diets. Here's the truth your kidneys know. Every time you eat, they face a math problem. Damaged filtration systems can't handle heavy mineral loads anymore. White rice takes the pressure off. By removing the bran and germ layers during processing, it strips out the phosphorus and potassium your kidneys are struggling to filter. DaVita Kidney Care studied thousands of patients and found something remarkable. People who swapped whole grains for white rice saw their phosphorus levels drop within just 3 weeks. Their kidneys worked less, strained less, and declined slower than those who stuck with healthier options. The myth that white rice is unhealthy comes from studies on people with perfectly normal kidneys. When your kidneys work well, whole grains have benefits for heart health and blood sugar. But when creatinine rises and filtration drops, those same grains can quietly accelerate kidney damage. Head to Walmart or Kroger and grab enriched long-grain white rice. Brands like Mahatma, Riceland, or Carolina are solid choices. Avoid instant or minute rice. They spike blood sugar and lose nutrients during processing. Preparation matters just as much as your choice of rice. Rinse it under cold water for 30 seconds to remove excess starch, use a 2-to-1 water ratio, and cook until tender but not mushy. Skip butter, creamy sauces, or high-sodium seasonings. They undo the kidney protective benefits you're working so hard to gain. White rice gives you a clean, safe foundation, but eating it plain every day can get boring fast. Your taste buds crave variety, and when monotony sets in, it's easy to slip back to riskier choices. That's where a second rice option comes in, one that keeps your kidneys safe while adding flavor and excitement to your meals. Rice to eat. Number 2, Basmati rice. If you're craving flavor without risking your kidneys, Basmati rice is your answer. Most Americans recognize the name but rarely understand what makes it special. This aromatic rice has grown in the Himalayan foothills for thousands of years, and the moment water hits the pot, it fills your kitchen with a scent that feels comforting and familiar. More importantly, It protects your kidneys almost as well as white rice while adding something extra if diabetes complicates your kidney struggles. 1 cooked cup of basmati has just 50 milligrams of phosphorus and 60 milligrams of potassium, numbers close enough to white rice that your kidneys can handle easily. But here's the game changer, the glycemic index. Regular white rice scores 70 to 73, spiking blood sugar quickly. Basmati lands around 50 to 58, keeping blood sugar steadier and preventing the surges that slowly damage kidney blood vessels. That stability comes from resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate your body digests slowly instead of dumping all at once into your bloodstream. Resistant starch does even more: it feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut, which then produce compounds that lower inflammation throughout your body. Less inflammation means less stress on kidneys already working overtime. Nephrology dietitians in the West noticed this years ago. Patients who swapped standard white rice for basmati saw steadier blood sugar and slower kidney function decline over 12 months. On paper, it might seem small, but in real life, it can mean months or even years of preserved kidney function. When choosing basmati, look for brands like Lundberg or Indiagate at Walmart, Whole Foods, or your local grocery store. Rinse thoroughly to remove excess starch, cook it like white rice with a 2-to-1 water ratio, and avoid any pre-seasoned or flavored varieties. They load your rice with sodium, making kidneys work harder and retain fluid. Basmati gives you flavor, blood sugar control, and kidney-friendly protection all in one. But don't worry, there's one more widely available rice option that's just as protective and incredibly easy to find in every American grocery store. Rice to eat number 3, Jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is that familiar, fragrant option you can find in grocery stores from coast to coast. Its subtle aroma turns plain meals into something you actually look forward to, which is why it became a staple in Thai restaurants before home cooks discovered it. But beyond flavor, jasmine rice quietly protects kidneys dealing with high creatinine every single day. Each cooked cup has just 44 milligrams of phosphorus and 48 milligrams of potassium, almost identical to white rice. That means your kidneys can handle it with minimal effort, while the gentle fragrance and soft texture add variety without risking your health. Jasmine rice has a glycemic index of 68 to 80, slightly higher than basmati, but manageable if you control portions carefully. Clinical nutrition guidelines in the U.S. specifically recognize jasmine as kidney-friendly, as long as you pay attention to serving sizes. The trick? Keep it to 1/3 to half a cup of cooked rice per meal, no heaping plates like restaurants. That portion keeps both mineral load and blood sugar in a safe range for kidneys already working overtime. Pair it with low-potassium vegetables like cucumber, bell peppers, green beans, or cauliflower. These fill you up without overloading your kidneys, creating meals that are satisfying, balanced, and protective. Look for authentic Thai jasmine rice in the international foods aisle at Walmart or Kroger. Brands like Dynasty and Golden Phoenix deliver real flavor without instant processing or added seasonings. Avoid any jasmine rice labeled instant. Those versions spike blood sugar faster and lose valuable nutrients. Cook it just like white rice, with a 2-to-1 water ratio, and let it steam for 2 minutes after cooking to get that signature fluffy texture. Skip butter, coconut milk, or heavy sauces. They undo the kidney-friendly benefits you've carefully built into your meal. Now that you know 3 rice types that give your kidneys a real fighting chance, it's time to talk about the other side, the rice varieties quietly sabotaging kidney function in millions of Americans who think they're making healthy choices. Rice to avoid number 1, brown rice. Brown rice might be the most dangerous rice for struggling kidneys, and yet it's been promoted as the ultimate healthy choice for decades. Every magazine article, every nutrition blog, even some doctor recommendations likely told you to pick it over white rice for heart health, blood sugar control, and overall well-being. Grocery store signs practically scream, "Smart choice for your body." But here's the harsh truth: for people with kidney issues, brown rice is a ticking time bomb. Just half a cup of cooked brown rice delivers 81 milligrams of phosphorus, almost twice the phosphorus found in a full cup of white rice. Your kidneys, already working overtime, suddenly have a heavy load they simply can't handle. The bran layer that makes brown rice whole is exactly what concentrates phosphorus and potassium during growth, and all of that mineral load ends up in your bloodstream, forcing your kidneys to struggle even more. Research from the National Kidney Foundation shows what happens when people with elevated creatinine eat brown rice regularly. Phosphorus accumulates in the blood, pulling calcium from bones and depositing it in artery walls. Over time, this can lead to vascular calcification, heart attacks, and strokes. Here's another hidden danger few people ever hear about: the bran layer also concentrates inorganic arsenic from soil and water. Studies show brown rice contains significantly higher arsenic levels than white rice because processing white rice removes most of it. The whole grain mantra that makes sense for healthy kidneys becomes dangerous when your filtration rate drops. What was once healthy advice now accelerates kidney damage you're already trying to manage. If this surprised you, take a second and hit that like button. That simple click could help someone else with rising creatinine avoid choices that push their kidneys past the point of recovery. One tap might be the difference between worsening kidney function and keeping your kidneys protected. Rice to avoid. Number 2, wild rice. Next up is wild rice, a variety so loaded with minerals that it makes brown rice look almost harmless by comparison. That dark, nutrient-packed grain has a reputation for being super healthy. Health food stores place it front and center alongside quinoa and specialty seeds, and restaurants charge a premium because consumers associate its color with superior nutrition. Cookbooks rave about its earthy flavor and chewy texture, painting it as authentic and wholesome. But here's the ugly truth: for kidneys already struggling with high creatinine, wild rice is a mineral bomb your body cannot handle. One cooked cup packs 150 to 200 milligrams of phosphorus and 150 to 180 milligrams of potassium, 3 to 4 times the load of white rice. Your kidneys, already overworked, face an impossible task trying to filter all that out. The damage doesn't stop there. Excess potassium can interfere with your heartbeat, causing dangerous arrhythmias. Excess phosphorus pulls calcium from your bones and deposits it into your arteries, making them rigid and increasing blood pressure, stroke risk, and heart problems. UK NHS kidney care guidelines warn patients with elevated creatinine to avoid wild rice completely, and US renal dietitians echo the same warning after seeing patients' kidney function decline rapidly while eating foods they thought were healthy. Here's the simple, brutal logic: your kidneys are full of tiny filters called nephrons that remove waste and excess minerals. Rising creatinine signals that many nephrons are damaged or gone. The remaining healthy ones work overtime, but even they can't handle the mineral surge wild rice delivers. Phosphorus and potassium flood your bloodstream faster than your kidneys can cope. Over time, this damages blood vessels and leaches calcium from bones, leaving them brittle. Some people think mixing wild rice with white rice makes it safe. It doesn't. Even small amounts push mineral levels dangerously high, turning meals meant to protect your kidneys into meals that harm them. Rice to avoid. Number 3, black rice. The last rice on our avoid list is black rice, a variety so dangerous for struggling kidneys it can literally form crystals inside your tissues. Once reserved exclusively for Chinese emperors, modern marketing now calls it a superfood, packed with antioxidants that supposedly fight aging and disease. Instagram bowls, health magazines, and influencers praise its deep purple color as proof of protective anthocyanins. But for kidneys with elevated creatinine, black rice delivers a triple threat. Each cooked cup contains 180 milligrams of phosphorus, 220 milligrams of potassium, and dangerously high levels of oxalates. These oxalates are the hidden weapon that makes black rice uniquely harmful. In healthy kidneys, oxalates are filtered and excreted through urine. But when kidneys are compromised, oxalates accumulate in the blood, bind with calcium, and form sharp calcium oxalate crystals inside kidney tissue and urinary passages. These crystals aren't just uncomfortable, they cause pain, inflammation, and physically damage the delicate filters your kidneys rely on. Research shows that oxalate buildup accelerates kidney stone formation, blocks urine flow, traps bacteria, and destroys even the remaining healthy kidney tissue faster than the underlying disease alone. Here's the cruel irony: black rice's antioxidants mean very little when the food simultaneously attacks the organ keeping you alive. Marketing messages ignore this because they cater to healthy consumers looking for nutritional upgrades. But if your creatinine is rising, chasing antioxidants is a luxury your kidneys cannot afford. Now you know which rice types protect your kidneys and which quietly destroy them, meal by meal. But knowledge alone isn't enough. To actually protect your kidneys, you need to turn this information into daily habits, starting with your very next meal. Daily habits to protect your kidneys. Everything we've covered, both the safe rice and the dangerous varieties, means nothing unless you turn it into daily habits. The first step starts tonight, with the rice you measure onto your plate. Portion control isn't a suggestion, it's the difference between rice helping your kidneys or overwhelming them. Use a real measuring cup and stick to 1/3 to half a cup of cooked white rice, Basmati, or Jasmine per meal. Eyeballing it doesn't work. Your kidneys need predictable mineral loads to avoid extra strain. Build the rest of your meal around that rice with low-potassium vegetables. Cucumbers, bell peppers, green beans, cauliflower, and cabbage fill your plate, deliver nutrients, and don't add the mineral burden that damages kidneys. This combination makes meals satisfying and safe. How you prepare rice matters just as much as which variety you choose. Rinse your rice under cold running water for at least 30 seconds to remove surface starch and any lingering contaminants. Use 3 cups of water for every cup of dry rice, then drain the excess after cooking. This simple step can reduce arsenic content by up to 30% compared to standard methods. Spread your rice intake across the day. Instead of eating a huge serving at one meal, try half a cup at lunch and another half at dinner. Smaller, steady portions prevent phosphorus spikes and make it easier for your kidneys to keep up. Hydration is essential too. Water helps flush waste and maintain proper filtration pressure. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily, unless your doctor has specific fluid restrictions. Flavor your rice wisely. Skip high-sodium seasonings, butter, and heavy sauces. They make kidneys retain fluid and work harder. Herbs, lemon juice, or a small drizzle of olive oil add taste without stress. Total daily rice intake should stay between 1/2 and 1 full cup, enough to enjoy your meals while protecting your kidneys. These habits transform rice from a kidney destroyer into a kidney protector. Remember, long-grain white rice has the lowest mineral load at just 45 milligrams phosphorus per cup. Basmati rice keeps blood sugar steady while staying safe for kidneys. Jasmine rice offers aromatic variety without compromising organ function. Meanwhile, The 3 dangerous varieties must disappear from your kitchen completely. Brown rice, 81 mg phosphorus per half cup, plus arsenic. Wild rice, 150 to 200 mg phosphorus per cup, triggering electrolyte chaos. Black rice, oxalates that form crystals inside already struggling kidney tissue. At first, these restrictions feel limiting, but think of them as shields preserving the kidney function you still have. Every safe choice buys your kidneys breathing room, while every unsafe choice accelerates damage. Most people notice improvements within 2 to 3 weeks of switching to kidney-safe rice. Energy climbs, swelling in ankles and feet decreases, and some even see better creatinine numbers because their kidneys finally get the support they've been missing. Every meal either supports your kidneys or sabotages them. The rice on your plate today determines whether your kidney function improves or deteriorates in the months and years ahead. Start with just one meal change today. Replace the dangerous rice in your pantry with white rice, Basmati, or Jasmine. Share this with someone you love who struggles with kidney problems. One conversation could save their kidney function before damage becomes permanent. Your kidneys deserve every fighting chance science can give them. Knowledge without action changes nothing, but informed choices starting today can change everything.